Hello people, this is Eric Cobra and this is Let's Play Mass Effect 3 Blind. Last time, Morton Solus sacrificed himself to cure the genophage. I'm gonna miss that guy. It's kinda tough, but as we acknowledged from the start, we can't save everyone. And Morton gave his life to save so many.
Bethany, see the vids of the Maw taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
Okay then. Moving on.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
Of course he has.
The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see him in action.
Yeah, I'm something alright.
Commander?
Got any messages? Yeah. Your regrettable decision. From Deltra's Linron. Let's hear what she has to say. Commander, I am deeply disappointed by the actions of Tuchanga. As I thought I made clear, curing the genophage will have long-term consequences. You know, not like, fighting the Reapers. That won't have short-term consequences. If they win, it'll just be a small disadvantage to the galaxy. Once the Reaper threat has passed, our combined forces will be so depleted that no race in Galaxy will be capable of stopping our resurgent Krogan. Moreover, the Krogan will undoubtedly seek revenge for the Genophage, and the Salarian Union will be among the first targets. When that day comes, Commander, the blood of my people will be on your hands. I'm ashamed to also learn that our own scientist sacrificed his life carrying out your orders. This is a dark day, not only for my people, but all of galactic civilization. Delta's Lindron Salarian Union. I should send this email back so she can shove it up her cloaca. If it can get in there for her head, who must obviously be blocking it. Making babies! From Earthnot Rex. Shipper. Making babies again will be fun. Soon as this war's over, let's just say I'll do my part to build our numbers back up. You really came through for us. I'm proud to call her my friend. Eve's in the Celtic Valley, enlisting support from the other clans to spread the word. She's going to be a great leader. Most of the males won't like me sharing power with her, but too bad, I run the show. We'll have to save the Turians now, since apparently they forgot how to hold a gun. Impressive work from General Corinthus Commander Shepard. When I first arrived on Mene, I had a hard time seeing how you flying off with one of our best generals would benefit a fight against the Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I'm impressed. You brokered an alliance that many thought impossible. Palawan might be saved after all. With great respect, General Corinthus Mene Command. From Shiala. Dear Commander Shepard, I don't know if you've seen the articles, but the people of Zeus Hope are fighting again. This time it's the Reapers instead of the Geth. I'm not sure if you remember me, but you helped me back on Ilium. The Thorian is dead now, I can confirm that. But the spores in our bodies remain, and on some level we are still connected. This is not necessarily a bad thing. As we fight back the Reapers, we feel each other and act with one mind, ignoring the pain when the need arises. I'm sure I'm still indoctrinated. I remember Soren's voice in my head when I went willing to the Thorian as its thrall, but my connection to the people of Zeus Hope is stronger. It drowns out the Reaper's voices. This situation is imperfect and dangerous. Perhaps the colonists should separate for their own safety, but with one mind the untrained fight with the skill of veteran commandos. Our force is strong. I have not forgotten how you helped us, how you spared me. We are leaving Ferris soon, and when the time comes, we will fight with you. Wow. That's something. In an alert, new article on Reaper. From Alliance News Network Information Partners. Ferris. A group of colonists on Ferris have mounted a defensive against arriving Reaper forces, holding them back long enough for civilians from nearby colonies to escape. The informal militia from Zeus Hope, said to be survivors of a savage Geth attack several years ago, has repelled initial Reaper landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. The colonies are using improvised weapons as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogenic facility. This colony is our home, colony spokesperson Lisbeth Bainham said. We survived worse and we know how to fight together. The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before Reaper forces arrive. Go Zeus Hope! That's having good news. Good. I'll welcome them in the fight. Oh, hello, Garrus.
Alright, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
Well, where's Edie then?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
How you gotta respect the classics?
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me. The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Wow. Rough jokes.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
Yeah, we're
So
one
now that we
crazy
got the
bunch.
Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see something go right for a change.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if someone like that brother of his, Reeve, took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
Yeah. Nah. I had never been tempted for betrayal.
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Let's hope our luck holds.
Well, that was ominous. I wonder what sort of poison could kill a Krogan. Frightening thought. Yep, Morden has been added. He deserves a spot there. Ah, Edie's in the AI. Cool. I was wondering, and Dr. Jack is okay. Interesting.
Nothing to report.
Ah, well that's exciting. Hello,
What are you
you.
up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small.
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Hello, Shepard.
Hey. Well, that's good. Though I doubt we'll have a big Thresher maw to crush everyone, so we'll just have to, well, I guess keep improvising. That's kind of what we do, isn't it?
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Oh yeah, they might get indoctrinated. Would be nasty. Nothing near that.
The genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they?
Nope.
Rex knows what he's doing, but can he keep the Krogan in check?
I
Or
think
will
so.
this be the start of another Krogan empire?
Well, he wanted an empire, but it may not be that kind of empire.
Eve's organizing the female Krogan. She reminds me of some of the more formidable matriarchs I've known. The Krogan won't let themselves fall by the wayside again. Not like they did after the rebellions. We'll have to get used to them having a bigger part in the galaxy. I hope the Krogan live up to their ancient legacy, and for the better.
So do I.
Thanks for coming by.
No problem. Mass relay traffic reports. Increase, decrease in recent relay traffic. Widow, 95, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Next floor. Alright. You know the drill. Whoa. Hello, Javik.
Commander, you settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Miranda.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And the Krogan we met, who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Okay, when it comes to evolution, saying that the strong survive and the weak die is misunderstanding. It's more correct to say that those who can adapt, those who can survive, those who can, you know, flourish, live. I mean, one might argue that something as a snail, for example, is not particularly strong, but it has adapted well and lives in conditions where it can flourish. Those are the two things that determine that you can survive as a species. The capability to endure and procreate. And if you evolve to, under specific circumstances, to be able to do that under said circumstances, then you don't die.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion? Or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
So conflict should be a way of life?
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
Well, again, when it comes to strong and the weak, I mean, look at something as a parasite, for example. It's relatively small, weak, and doesn't really do anything. It takes from others. Yet one would not argue that parasites are damn efficient at surviving and adapting. Hell, if there is something that's a parasite that's specifically adapted to that thing, it's amazing, really.
You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war, taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known. It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. The stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this, and we'll both be set free.
Furthermore, just saying that that the strong, floors, and weak should die, so as to not hinder the strong. I mean, what is the strong and what is the weak in this context? There's a lot here that's just more complicated than one would initially assume.
Commander?
Power grid is in the green. Did you find a thermal pipe on your last trip to the Citadel?
No, but we're going to the Citadel today, so don't worry.
Genophage cure, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Reckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid. Commander, got a minute?
Yep.
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
It's easy to remember the worst of Krogan history, but you also need to remember the best.
Meaning?
The Krogan were heroes once, and they want to be heroes again. We're giving them that chance.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong.
I was wondering when I was going to get
Okay,
interviewed.
I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval.
Huh.
Commander.
Well, I hope I look good in that. Alright, next floor. Boom, 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 boom.
Sir.
Huh. Alright then. Hey, huh? Oh. Must have completely overlooked that.
Parts of Tachanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything.
Yeah.
You think that cure they dispersed could do anything to us? We're not going to start growing scales or anything, right?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind.
Maybe now that we have the Krogan on board, we can go back to fighting the Reapers.
Probably.
I was looking at the specs on that Reaper you took out on Tachanka. That was one of the small ones?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's still dead, but damn. There was nothing small about
it. Yeah, I know.
Too bad about Tarquin. I was starting to like him. Hey.
Anyways, we go to this Citadel now.